Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to make this unique sci-fi model. So let's get started. First of all, select all, X and delete. Then we'll import an FBX file. I downloaded it from TurboSquid and I'll put the link in the description. It will take a while to load it. And there we have the character. It's quite high poly right now. We can see it in Shift Z. In the wireframe mode, you can see it's quite high poly and we don't need that. So we'll decimate it. We'll add the decimate modifier. Add modifier decimate to around 0.02. And it will look a little ugly because what happens is, okay, not 0.02, it will be 0.002. And this is what we want actually. So Shift T, duplicate it, escape. So we have two of them now. So what we'll do is we'll apply the modifier. Obviously we'll apply the modifier. It will take a while to apply, and in the second one too we'll apply the modifier. So what we'll do is we'll take one and hide one and add a wireframe modifier. So what it will do is it will just leave the wireframe in this. So we'll increase the thickness to 1 meters, and so it looks quite right. One to front view. Okay, this is good. Apply the modifier. Now we'll add bevel modifier and we'll add the subdivision subsurface. It will take a little while to apply. Okay, it's done. It's okay if you want to apply it or not, it's just up to you. My system configurations are not that great, it will take a little time to apply, so I will leave it like that only. Now bring back the second one, so it looks like this. So basically it's a cage, it resembles a cage over a man. So what we'll do is we'll apply the textures now, hide the cage, select the inner one, and let's go to shading. Remove the material it has, and we'll add a new material. Now we need to play with the roughness. Its roughness is what we aim for. So first of all, increase the transmission to 1 and leave the roughness because we'll be adding nodes to it. So we'll apply a Voronoi texture. Make sure you have the Node Wrangler add-on enabled. In the preferences, go and add the Node Wrangler add-on. So Control T. So it brings a mapping node and a texture coordinate. Make sure it's from object to vector. Now what we'll do is move it a little there and we'll add color ramps. One color ramp over there, copy this color ramp, Shift T, we'll get a second color ramp. Now what we need to do is we need to tell it a vector. Basically we need to play with the vector value, and it lies over here in the texture coordinate, the object value. So we'll add a noise texture over here and we'll add a mix RGB over here. So this object does not goes into the noise texture, it instead goes in the color 2, and the factor should be 0.06. Now we just need to play with the color ramps, so we'll move them a little so you can see clearly. From F1 we'll go to distance to edge. Now connect the color ramp 1, then color ramp 2, and then the color goes to roughness. What we'll do is flip the color ramp. So you can see you can see the effect of it. Do it for the second one too, flip the color ramp. And now just play with the values and you'll know what's happening. For more detail, you can refer to the Ducky 3D video which I followed for the textures. He has explained every node. So I'll put the link in the description. Something like this. Yeah, this looks nice. This is what you want. Okay, so we'll go to layer, bring back the cage, select the cage, and let's add a texture to it too. Remove the default texture, add a new texture. Again we'll play with the, so first of all it should be metallic. Now we'll play with the roughness, Shift A, and it needs a Musgrave texture. Obviously it needs a color ramp, so we'll add a color ramp and Control T on the Musgrave, so we get the mapping texture. And I guess it's pretty much it. Vector, object to vector, factor to factor, color to roughness. Okay, factor to factor not connected. let's move it a little bit, and now we'll connect it. Okay, so you can see this, the roughness, it's already happening. Now it depends what kind of roughness do you want. The scale value will decide it. So let's do this roughness. Okay, this looks pretty nice. This is what the roughness we want. The color should be pretty dark. So just tweak the color, and yeah, it's looking good. So we'll go to the layout mode, and now we need to add the emission thing, the emission globe, which is basically its heart and its mind. So we'll add two. We'll go to mesh and add a UV sphere, icosphere. I prefer adding icosphere. So icosphere, yeah, it's icosphere. Reduce the size and GZ to move in the Z direction. Okay, so there a little more up GZ and a little more centralized GX. Okay, perfect. The size, let's reduce it a little. Okay, good. Now we'll copy and put a similar one in its head. So shift T to copy, escape, G, Z, and reduce the size, of course. Okay, G, Z. Yep, it looks nice. It's in the back of the head, so move it in the Y direction, GY. In the center of the head, 0. 1 to the front view. Okay, now we'll add the textures. So let's hide it. H and H, there we have shade smooth, and add a texture, new texture. Go from surface to emission. The emission value should be 30, and the color should be, orangish red, a little like that, something like that. Okay, fine. Now take this one, shade smooth, add a new texture, from principle to emission. The value should be 5, we don't want much, and the color should be reddish, something like that. Okay, fine. Now bring back and let's change the world settings. The color should be exactly black. Make sure your engine is cycles. Computing device, it's up to you. I'll select the GPU compute, and now let's view the render view. It looks nice. I think we should change the colors a little. So select this height, frame height, and change the colors a little, a more reddish kind of value, and a little more red. Yeah, I need it to be a little reddish. This one a little less reddish. Are they similar? No, they're not similar. There's a little difference. Let's bring them back, and now it looks very nice. This is exactly what you want. So solid view again. We'll add a color. I mean we'll add a light. I prefer area light. Move it in the Z direction, GZ, somewhat over here. Power value to 3, and color to a little bluish color. So if you want to render, you can render over here, and if you want to add the particle system, then you can follow the next procedure. So we'll add a camera first, shift A camera, alt R to clear our rotations. Now RX90, there you go, GY, and let's change the focal length to something 75 mm. That's good. 0, we don't want that. GZ, and we want that. Now you can change the resolution of it, like something to 1600, Y to 1200. This is nice. GZ camera should be somewhat over here, and this looks great. So if you want to render over here, you can render this image. It's absolutely fine. It looks good. But if you want to add the particle system, you can do that by, let's add the particle system. Go to mesh and UV sphere. Reduce the size. Go to 7 top view, G shift Z to move it in X and Y plane. Over here, move it in the Z direction, GZ over here. Okay, perfect. Now 7, tap to toggle into edit mode. And let's now delete the back of it, because we want the emission, we want the particles to emit from the front only. Let's delete the majority of it, shall we? Okay, this is nice. X and faces. So we are left with this, and we have this. So reduce the size, S, Z, pretty much what we want. SX. Yep, we want this surface to be a particle emitter. Now shade smooth. Before shading smooth, let's add a subsurface modifier and shade smooth. Perfect. Now let's add the particle system. Before adding the particle system, let's make the particles first. So shift A new mesh, and it should be a UV sphere. G shift Z, S, reduce the size, significantly yes. Again, this is nice. 7 to toggle to top view. 7 again, yeah, there we have it. Shaded smooth. Shift D, escape G, Y, I suppose, yeah, that's right, GY. Shift D, escape GY, and again Shift D, escape GY. So we've got 4 particles. We'll make it a collection. So let's add emission modifier, strength to about, I don't know, strength to about 15 or 10 or 12, let's say 12. Colors to about red, then again new emission. Was that emission? Yes, that was emission. Strength to 12, color to a little less, excuse me. Then we'll add a new modifier, I mean a new material from principal to emission, color strength to 12, color to a little yellowish, again new principal to emission 12, and color to a little more yellowish. That is fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Now select all, M, new collection, and we'll name it particle. We'll name this collection particle. Okay, so there we go. Now let's select this emitter, add a particle system. I want the numbers to be 2000, frame end to be 100, and select end over here to 100 as well. Lifetime 50 is fine, life random is 0.9. Now in velocity, the normal velocity should be 5. And now let's select the render as collection, instance collection, particle, and then use count. We need count. It's not necessary to use count, but I'll use count. So let's see which particle is which. This is sphere 1, sphere 2, sphere 3, sphere 4. So the orangish material are more. So these are the orange ones. So let's go to the particle system again. So sphere 3 and 4 are orangish. So there should be more. So 4 should be for every 5. There are 4 sphere 3s and one each of sphere 2 and sphere 1. So let's go to 0 and let's test it out. This size is a little small, so let's increase this size. The scale is 0.05, 0.36, 0.08 is absolutely fine. Now let's see the render view. An absolute perfection. This is what we actually need. The red ones are less, yellow ones are more, so solid view again. And now let's add depth of field so that the ones behind and the ones in the front, the particles in the front are blurred, and the main center of the main focus is a man. So let's select this. Okay, let's select the camera. Go to camera, add depth of field, and the focus object should be this one. So let's go to 0, set to render view. That's what we need. Let's change that upper sphere a little. So first of all, hide it, hide this. Okay, it's not there. Let's reduce the size a little. We don't need a bigger size, or SZ, and let's increase the size in particular. The color is a lot reddish, we don't want that much. Reduce the strength, maybe the color, bring it back and let's check it out. Okay, it looks fine, it looks okay. Now just hit the render tab and you're done with it. Render image. Thanks for watching guys, that's it for the video, and if you like the video, subscribe for more. Have a good day.